must be one. Let's not fight each other for the job of, I think, like, for the job of, I don't know, but for the job of foreigners, because we're all African. So you don't get it when it's like foreigners, they are taking their jobs and those kind of issues. You understand? You don't get it. So like, how foreigners are taking your jobs. Let's watch this one.
You and Zimbabweans are fighting to work for a white man. That's what you're fighting about.
That's what this one is saying. Like, so like, these people, they're fighting to work for a white man. They're not fighting to work themselves. They're not fighting to be one thing. They are fighting to work for a white man. It's like they're fighting the white man.
Talking about, and the white man makes you fight. Fight. The one who wins shall work for me. They say
that the one who, they do say that the one who wins, I'm going to hire you. That's what they're fighting. Black people, they're fighting to be workers. They're not fighting to build South Africa. They're not fighting to, like, they're not fighting to build stuff. They're fighting each other so that they can be workers, not to create jobs, not the land. I don't want to talk about the land. I don't want to talk about, because of they didn't talk about the land. They didn't talk about, they're not fighting for the land. They're not fighting for the land. They are fighting each other. Why don't we fight to create jobs? Why don't we fight to create jobs?
you are fighting to work for a white man, not fighting to establish industries and
facts. That's the problem start. Why they're not fighting to establish those things? Why?
Factories.
Why they're not fighting for those things? It's like we want to fight for things like this. But the only thing they are fighting for is when to get the job, fighting each other, calling each other with names. But do not, then even in South Africa is worse. They don't want the land. Don't tell them about the land.
Factories and own them and hire white people. You're not fighting to hire white people. You are fighting to be hired by a white man. I've never worked for a white man. I will never work for a white man. I don't want my people to work for the white man. They must work for themselves. They must have their...
That's what Julius Malema is fighting for. If you're watching this and you're small mind, you'll never understand what he's saying. Because if you're a small mind, you'll never understand. Because you are small mind, you are not thinking ahead. You are not thinking you can lead people. You say, like, I don't want my people to work for white men. They must work for themselves. That's how you believe. They must work for themselves. So, like, if you are going to come here and work only for what, that's the problem, according to Julius Malema. You must work for yourself. You understand? You must work for yourself. That's to say, I don't want my people to work for a white man.
They must have the land. They must have factories. They must own the economy. And what I'm saying is not a dream. If a white man can do it, you can do it.
Wow. I say you take it or don't take it, that's a choice. But what is saying, like,
today,
if if like you can't fight for yourself, for the dream to build, you cannot build South Africa with, or you cannot build Africa's soul with what they call this. Come on, help me to think. You cannot build South Africa with, what is this case? With become workers. That's not how you build a country. You cannot build the country with a thing.
Fighting with Zimbabweans. You are all fighting to be Negroes. You are
They are fighting to be Negroes. Can you use this energy to fight the government to create a job opportunity for you? You chase the white people, we keep our whites. You understand? Politicians cannot be trusted. You understand? It's like politicians cannot be trusted. Just as when in South Africa put race and color aside, stay strong when the land is returned. That's what is very important. When the land is returned, that's what's very important. Because when the land is returned, you can talk about different stuff. That time South Africa detained in Zimbabwe allegedly. Says you have lost 50% of the votes.
fighting to work for a white man. You are not fighting for the land. All of you joined forces together against Zimbabweans. What's wrong? No, they are taking our jobs. Why? Because you want to be workers. You don't want to be the owners of strategic sectors of the economy.
Facts. That's the only thing in black people's minds. Like, these people are taking our jobs. We cannot like think out of the box. There's a big problem we're focusing on in South Africa. People, they cannot think out of the box. They cannot do that. They cannot think out of the box. They think of like, they took our job. We want the land. Not we want the land. They'll be like, they never say they want the land. It's hot.
All you are fighting for is jobs. Who's going to give you these jobs? It's a white man. You are all now fighting to work for a white man.
Facts.
And you are proud to fight to work for a white man.
Facts.
Why should you fight people for jobs?
Facts. Why should do that? Why should do that? People, they are fighting to be workers. And what is it? That's what I'm saying is the facts, because people, they are fighting to be worker. They just don't see themselves as a worker. That's what they are fighting. They never fighting to build businesses, to employ their people. They don't have time even to do that.
We should fight people for the land, and that we want our land, because with our land, we will not be workers. We will be the owners of the land, and we will produce for ourselves and for all.
See, even like the mother here, she's agreeing. Man, land is everything. I don't know, like this education system affected the black child in their mind. You know, I'm not against education system. Don't take me wrong. Let me put this to show I'm not against, but it affected our people's mind to believe that they must be workers. They not talk about the land. They are not talking about those kind. The only thing they focus on is, come on, we all know. The only thing that they think about is jobs. They don't talk about we want to build this country. They don't talk about those things. The only black people in their mind is to become workers, not to build South Africa, not to take the land and build businesses that's going to employ and do a generational wealth. They're not focusing on that. Only one thing in their mind. Only one thing in their mind, which is only one thing into your mind, which is what? Which is what? Come on, workers.
We're not fighting for the mines. We're not fighting. We never said, hey, Zimbabweans are all over here. They are owning the banks. We South Africans don't own the banks. No one is saying that. Oh, Dudula, what's wrong? They're taking our jobs. And you think you have made a very powerful political statement by saying they're taking jobs. Okay, jobs. Who owns the jobs? It's a white man. You are fighting to work for us.
Facts. Just like that. They are fighting to work for a boss. Yes, boss. They are not fighting for their kids. There is a problem. They are not fighting for their kids. The only thing that is fighting for us, jobs, they're taking our jobs. Which jobs? And that is a beautiful question.
Whites undermine us.
And this guy, man, is do all he can. He do all he can. But it's still like people, they don't appreciate him. They don't appreciate him. They don't.
Because we don't have the land. You have a degree. You've got masters. Go and check the qualifications of your white.
Fact that when we have a land, why you go to school? Because you're going to hire people from school to work for you. If you have the land, why you go to school? Because of that land can create employment. That land can create lots of stuff. So why you should go to school? I don't understand. Why you should go to school, man? If we have a land, So this is what EFF is fighting for.
There's got no single qualification, but you are working for them, you are worshiping them, even when they've got nothing better than you, mentally and intellectually. Why?
Because of apartheid. Now I'm going to say that someone's going to attack me because of, man, if like your mindset is being programmed that way to like when you see a white person or what, must be respected. Because of when I grew up, I was like, why these people are living the best life like this? And when they live the best life like this, because of you growing in cars, you have nothing. And in your mind, you say, I want to be like these guys. Right? In your mind, you say like, I want to be like. In your mind, you say like, I want to be like this. I want to be like these people because of how they live their life. It's how it starts. It's how it goes. So in your mind, you say like, man, I want to be like these people. Why these people living the best life like this? Whereas we are struggling like this. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. Let's see us. It's the mindset. Man, it's hot. I don't know. It's very hot. I want to play this one.
I came here not to please anyone. I'm here to speak the truth, whether you like it or not. It's your own baby to feed, Malta Bella.
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of going around to please people.
Fact.
I only tell the truth.
Fact.
Now, I represent a non-racial organization, but we do not fight for white people. Why?
So like we do not fight for white people. But how it's going to be if we have parties that are fighting for all, while like there's no land? Just imagine there's no land, but we are fighting for everyone. People that refuse to with the land. We say like, let's share the land. They don't want to share the land. That's where the problem starts. So like, where is the land? Right? People waiting for the land.
Why should we fight for them? What do you want? What do they want? When you say you are fighting for all in South Africa, black and white, what do white people want? Except to want to remain in a position of privilege. That's what they want. They want to remain in a position of privilege, and we are rejecting that. There's no white person who's going to remain in a position of privilege.
So, but now I understand, Julius Malema. You are fighting them for what?
We must all be equal. And in bringing the equality, we have to take deliberate decisions to empower the less privileged to be at the same level with those who are privileged.
Facts. Julius Malema, you can hate him by your own choice, as we love him, because of he speak the truth. And when someone speak the truth, it'll be good. You understand? Let's get this one. Why? Okay, if like they're fighting as Africans, why we are not fighting for land? Why we are not fighting for employment? Why we don't have boards? A board saying like, give us tenders, give us what, give us this, give us this. Why you don't do that? Right? Why we don't fight like that? So like, give us this. We are fighting for this. That is a problem.
Julius Malema, he is the Vice President of Africa, and there is a reason why he is the Vice President of Africa, because Julius Malema want the Africa unite. He is the people person. Oh yes, you can't get me wrong. This time around, he went hard on some of the South Africans who are fighting other Africans, claiming that they are taking their jobs. And it's like, those are white men's jobs. Those are not your jobs. And it's like South Africans should be fighting for their land instead of white men's jobs.
Definitely, we supposed to be fighting for our land. That's what's supposed to happen. We are fighting for our land. You cannot fight for a job, man. After they don't get fired, they're going to kick you out. I used to say this. This guy was saying this, like, this guy was saying yes, you go to university, you get degree, and you get whatever you're getting. But when you lose that job, you're going back where? I was like this, wow. It's like when you lose the job, what's happening? You're going back home. That's true. When you lose the job, you are going back home. It's like that. Yes, we can treat them the way, but when you lose the job, where are you going? Answer the question. You're going back home. You understand? So people, they must learn to fight for land, and people start businesses that's going to benefit their kids. Because of when you are gone, your kids are going to go through the struggle you went through. Yes, you can save money for that child, but that money will finish.
The white people.
So like Malema Fury. But people will never understand. You know, like if you never understand the pain of hunger and everything, you never understand why Malema is saying things they are saying now. You know, and for me, I will never blame them. I will never want them to understand.
Who brought us to this God? It is because they don't like being challenged. When you challenge them, they want to use you.
These ladies don't comment, just look at. I want people who share their opinions. You know, and there's this video where like this guy was so angry. Let me check. White boys in South Africa. Let me show you white boys in South Africa. That Julius Malema is talking about. How white builds wealth. Maybe white are struggling. They are struggling. Let's give you music.
So listen to this.
Well, the question was, out of the entire world's population, what percentage is white? There are people who said 60, 80. Somebody even said 90. What? Do you know what the real answer is? It's 7%.
Oh yeah, 1 billion.
7%. That means they don't even have the numbers 10%. To keep up white supremacy.
This is what you say.
What that means is either we're letting them keep it up or we're actively helping them keep it up.
For some of us like living in America, where this falls because the 51% population can tell you that they're not allowing that.
Because they don't have the manpower to do it.
I don't like it's all about it, but for me, it was a thing of like, yes, we see like these things kind of happening. You understand? Sorry? We see these kind of issues happening, but what Julius Malema is saying like is what they are fighting. What are you fighting for? Let me do like this. Because give me our time now. People, they must learn to get their land back, man. You understand? Land is everything. South Africa, if you're watching this video, land is everything. The reason we're staying in the shack now is because we don't have land. We stay in the shack because of we have no land, we have nothing. We have nothing. Why we are not fighting for serious issues? Let's give them a chance. Why we are not fighting for serious issues, but things we are fighting, man, they're not going to help us. And I'm telling you.
You're going to put your own money. Yes. That's where the salaries of the employees of the state are going to be paid from there. The monies of all the departments are going to be banked from there. And we are not going to use any of your money to build a state bank. We already have money in the African bank. The other day I said net bank, and someone was like, I realized, oh yeah, African bank, through the Reserve Bank, we have.
But I'm on post office, Post office was the one useful institution for black people, especially rural messages for people. I don't remember where the post office, but I know there was a thing called post office. You know, if I remember well, the thing called like post office. You understand? I don't know if I remember well, but yeah, I do. You understand? Let me do this. So we're looking for this. Oh my God. So like there's something give me problem here.
You and Zimbabweans are fighting to work for a white man. That's what you're fighting about. And the white man makes fight. The one who wins shall work for me.
They just say those things, the one who will fight for me. You know, I don't like workers get angry. There's a video, man, I love workers. I don't know how can I search that one. I don't know how can I search that. But you understand? These people make you fight. Boas. You know, like boas.
Seven to not. He finished them. Ace was screaming like a chicken, speaking outside the collective. Hi. And then this weekend again, Cyril. So Cyril's people are coordinated. They are running a ship.
We don't want to hold up. Oh my God, sorry. Oh my God. Don't talk about the cereal. Don't want to talk about cereal. Man, where's the videos, man? This wake up. I want to put it spicy. So this guy was so angry. Companies where black workers are physically beaten by white people. This guy was, I wanted to find this video for you. So like, these people in this country are not treating well. You understand?
With their matters, private parts. This is what people say to them, no ma'am.
Who say that? With Soto? They said with suit or with what exactly? I want to understand that part where they say that big language with African language.
Meaning, your massive puss.
No.
Referring to this woman, referring to this man.
Why? Why you guys are doing like that? Yeah? Why you guys are doing that?
Who are parents, who have children, and they must be respected based on that. Because you're a white, you can say to them, you're massive puss, and in the Zulu, or say, you know, mouth. And then they laugh about it. And then you must tolerate that.
Why they beat workers? I know like stuff like this. I don't know is the mindset of like apartheid existence, and then they believe like white people are not treating black people right, you know, like those kind of stuff. They believe like they're not treating black people right, you understand? Or is what exactly? That's where like I fail to understand. So like what is happening? Let me do like this.
You must tolerate that violation of fundamental rights.
You will respond. This is not a dialogue.
We'll close this debate if we want to. You are pushing us too far. You are pushing us too far. When workers are here, workers are being moved physically. When workers are committing mistakes here, they are being moved physically. They are being clarified physically. Some of them, when they have to blow that thing of dust after working, a white boy will just come and hit it and hit him on the face. And then they laugh about it. Now we have to come here.
Why they do that? And this guy, why you laughing? The toy source message, you are laughing. We are talking about the salesman and this guy's this guy is crazy, don't know what he's talking about. Yeah? They are talking about salesman and you are. Come on, brother, take this thing serious. Take this matter serious. This is harassment. This is harassment and you are laughing like what is saying this guy?
And listen to bullshit. These are the real cases, my man, that we have against this company. And we tried to talk to them. We tried to talk to this boy at the back, this skinny boy at the back. We tried to talk to him in a human approach. We tried to talk to him in a human approach. And they agreed when they were in our offices that they are going to make sure that they improve situation, other matters, other instances, they don't know about them. After that meeting, a week later, they write and say, whatever we are saying is lies, we can do whatever we want to do. They must allow us to do what we want to do. So, comrades, people, with their matters, private parts, this is what people say to them, no ma'am.
So like these are lots of cases we experience and stuff. Like, I don't know, it's because of like because of apartheid. I don't want to bring apartheid that much, you know, but it's a thing of like it's a thing that we experience the most of the time, and we want to understand like where this kind of behavior coming from. You understand? While Commission Zimbabwe faces, this is a long time ago.
Mike
I don't know what's happening here.
Brown produces kiwi fruits. When he confronts his squatters, he and the African knows that his words carry no force.
While Commission Farmers faced black Zimbabweans in 1981, where we're like now. I don't know, like maybe they think that thing is still happening, or is what? You understand? They think like this thing is still happening, or is what? You understand? They want to know, to weigh the difference, to say like what is happening already.
Whose mommies are those up there? Could you come here a minute, please? Are these your mommies? Yes. The cattle up there? I know, the owner of this village. Oh, the owner of this village? You mean my village? I know. You know you people are going to be moving soon, don't you?
Hey, bro. Moving, going where? Moving, going where? This is a history that we're talking about. That's why Julius Malema said, like, we must work ourselves. Moving where? I don't get it. Moving where? It's like you guys you're going to move soon. I will come and ask, like, move it where? I will definitely come and say, like, move it where, say?
Well, very soon. Very, very soon. Why?
Good question. Why? Why? Why should they move? Why? This is a beautiful question. I love it. Why?
Well, because you shouldn't be here. Look what you've done to the bush, and look on the way up from the...
You should not be in Zimbabwe. This is not, what do you call? This is not Europe. Number one. Or maybe it looks like Europe.
Essex Road. Look at all the lovely trees that's all been cut down. Don't you feel it's sad? Really? I mean, do you think Mr. Mugabe, do you think Comrade Mugabe would like this? Would he like to see all this land and bush destroyed? Because he doesn't like the squatters, you know. He doesn't like them.
It's squatters because we are at our proper where we've been born before.
Well, this is typical. Many of them feel that because their great-great-grandfather was born here, they feel entitled to come back and come and squat here.
Why you don't go back home and going to say those things he's saying? So like they feel entitled because of their forefathers, what left them. Do they feel them to come here and make this house dirty? So like the house is dirty. It's like the thing is dirty. Hey, but if you can ask this guy, like, where you come from? Why you come to Mozambique and tell us how to behave and tell us what to do in our own continent, in our own country? This is what Julius Malema is fighting for. You understand why Julius Malema is fighting? If you're watching this video, just imagine. Let's see, yeah? I love this oldest one. They look so nice.
I do not give them tea. No.
The Minister of Represent Tobacco Farm Workers being ill-treated by white employers. So the next content is, this is the next content. Maybe.
No. But if they want to go out for the tea, they go out, they have the tea.
Do a busboy. Right. This is the busboy.
That's right. This is a busboy.
He agrees with the people. He says you are bothersome.
So like it is there's a translator because I was like, man, I know I hear nothing and I'm reacting, I hear nothing.
Bothersome. He says you dismiss people without notice. Today you dismissed the two people, a husband and a wife, without notice.
I dismissed them, yes. They are daily paid employees to get paid the notice, which is
why black people they can't run their own business. Number one, that's the first question we need to answer. Why they cannot run their own country? Why we cannot run our own country? What's wrong with us? Someone to dismiss the people and are going to complain.
But one day.
That's right. That's right. They are daily paid employees. They're daily paid employees, you see.
Now, how come all your workers say you ill-treat them?
Well,
how come?
I don't know about this. I don't know
But that's
about
what they are
this.
saying. He says he was beaten, and you set dogs to him. What did you have to say?
I say he was definitely not beaten, and the dogs were definitely
not beaten. I mean,
he was bitten. He was bitten.
Yes.
He was bitten. Yeah.
By dogs. But the question, was beaten by dogs, the boss is the one who sent them to beat this guy.
Yeah.
By which dogs? Let's see.
Which dog? Sheba?
He says you were holding him here whilst the dogs were biting him.
No.
Hello. Yeah?
No. How long ago was this?
My friends came here who are members of ZANU-PF who came to play with me here. You said, why do you play with ZANU-PF people? Then you asked him to come to the office. As soon as he got into the office, your 3 dogs sat on him. And with your dogs were biting him, you did not pay him his money. He actually fought you physically.
Wait a minute. Now let's go.
Is that true?
No. Now, can I give you this lot first? Yeah. This deal first.
Yes.
This is what Julius Malema is saying. You are fighting for work for white person, and then based on this is how white person are treating black people. You understand? So like this is what Julius Malema is talking about. You understand? So like you guys, you are fighting like I want to vote, they are taking jobs. So like which jobs they're taking? Which jobs they're taking? You understand? And someone failed to answer. But let's give this lady to respond.
Just thinking about the scenario makes me angry all over again. So y'all know I worked at a place that was...
The reason I got into a hailing match with my white male boss is staff meeting. So let's get what happened. Let's see.
Predominantly white. The campus was predominantly white. Staff was predominantly white. The boss was a white man. We were talking about the ways in which a white student and a black student were getting treated differently in the same situation. My boss comes to a staff meeting and claims that he had no knowledge of this. I respond and say, yes, you did, because I told you. He gets defensive and starts raising his voice. Now me, I said, okay, bet, we can do that today, because what you're not going to do is what you're trying to do. And we start going back and forth. And the reason why I felt so pulled to do that is because it is frustrating. It is absolutely angering to see like these systems and the white people who participate in them do this like slimy.
Okay, we hear you, ma'am. We are listening, but you from what they call you from I want to South Africa, man. South Africa, they have vibrance. You know.
There's us, the Boers. We don't take part in this, and we're not going to. And we're not going to go away.
Who say you guys are going to go away? No one say you're going to chase Boers. Just we want our land to be equal. That's the only thing that people are focusing on. You understand? That's the thing that only people are focusing on.
And we're the rightful owners of this land.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And we're the rightful owners of this land. It's a certain amount of people which want.
There's no such thing, man. You know, like I don't know, Boers. There are people who put their mind in the thing of like they are blocked. They block their mind. You understand? Not to face reality. You understand? But we are here to face reality and talking about this.
To create a nation of unity. And then there's us, the Boers. We don't take part in this. And we're not going to. And we're not.
You don't take part in what? In debating about the land must be returned. You're not taking part in what exactly? So then, like people are watching this video are confused. What is talking about? In these videos, the purpose of the video is to say like, why not black people able to work for themselves, to create generational wealth for their kids? This is an open question. So like, why you don't build a wealth for your kids? Why are you not doing that? But the thing of like, we want to become workers, and not building the wealth for our kids. Why is like that?
Going to go away. And we're the rightful owners of this land. So,
people they are laughing. They say like this guy, whatever he's doing doesn't make any sense, man. Doesn't make any sense. We need to cancel the word black. We need to cancel the word black. You know, this guy, man, he was so tired in South Africa. I want in South Africa. In South Africa, I'm not taking these people away. Yo, in South Africa, I'm telling you. Black to black now. Office environment, I don't want the office anymore, at least neighbor.
Pass a person when he's not greeting you. Just pass. I don't have the reason. I'll please on Molo. And please on not a foot. And not
This thing is working for someone. That's why it's scary. You understand? No. This is the next. Now, if you are going this way, this is the content I'll be doing next. But working for someone, man, is not what I'll go for. You know, because of his heart. You know.
since they started working, because they have not been paid that money, and it means they have been exploited. It means you have robbed them their monies, and they need that money back, because the minimum wage of South Africa dictates that per hour.
Facts. And most of people, they don't follow our laws. South Africa is a country that's lonely. They call it loneless. People are not respected. There's a problem. Yeah, this topic allowed a lot. This topic allowed. Let's say this one.
I'm not going upstairs. We told you that let's go upstairs when we came here. Before you told your manager or your employer gave us an attitude. We told you, open the table. We will call only 2 workers. We speak about these issues. You told them that you are paying everything. They don't have UIF. They don't have Provident Fund. They are still getting 350 of Ramaphosa. And now you want us to go upstairs. We are speaking here with workers. We are not going to test the EFF like this and beat our people, black people. You beat black people, you manage.
You see, when Julius Malema speak, you must all listen. When Julius Malema speaks, say like, let's not fight our brothers and sisters. Let's work together. People, they don't understand when Malema speak. Malema is not the child. You know what he's talking about.
Maar as dit dat ek kan nooit op veel van hier, ek het gewag dat jy hy skryf. As jy kan.
I don't know what's happening here. I have no idea what is happening here. I don't understand.
As well to Gauteng legislature.
Hey, lawyer, lawyer.
You must understand, in the
to do that with white foreigners, keep black poor. I don't understand what they're saying. Don't understand. Don't get what I'm saying, but I'm looking to see what the good ones.
Push them in my house. They must leave. All of you guys, leave now. Leave. Put me out. Yeah, you are. In my house. Oh, man, you guys must leave. I don't want to hear anything. You must leave. You cannot tell me that I can enter my own home. Oh, man. Man, they must leave. Now, all of you must leave. Now.
What they are fighting about? Because I also talk about serious matters and you see people making what is all this about exactly? Because we're focusing on the serious issues here. Serious issues. I know this one. A white man makes black worker to sit at the back in the rain. Look, man, put at the back. So like sit at the back. The rain is rainy.
So die mense hier in act op die bakkie. Ja, en hier is nog plek nog binne.
And there's space. Just imagine.
Die bakkie in, groot plek. Kyk hoe sit julle. En die nattigheid. Die moet gaan mors van 'n boer die jong. Hallo, kyk hier so. Hallo. Kijk hier. Ja, die moet er morgen zien. Die moet er morgen. Kijk hoe achter zit je. Lekker dan.
But it's not about struggle, man. You know, God has struggled to get that 200. I don't, because I know like they pay them 200, and they put you at the bag. Is, you know, we don't have a chance.
Ratchet Rant.
So today in episode Ratchet Rant, I want to talk about something that happened in South Africa.
Corruption.
What's going to happen now is
understand, allegedly owners of the company will fire black staff who have no experience for not making targets. They don't fire anyone, but they must do procedures that followed.
going to go with Miss Happy. You are each going to make your own file. You have 5 hours. By 12 o'clock, you each need to have 900 kilograms of good quality reef. If you don't have 900 kilograms, you will be dismissed. If we find one mampara, you will be dismissed. Do you all understand that? I'm asking, do you understand?
What's the problem? Why are you doing this? You know you can't do it. You're going to do it. Well done. I knew you're going to get it. You're going to get 900 kilos. Huh?
It's not fucking funny, man. Stop laughing. Just answer the manager.
You're going to get it, or you're not going
why
to
are
get
you
it?
smiling? Yes or no?
So you not even know you can get it.
I'm not sure. Or maybe you have no idea how big is 900 kilos maybe.
So it's 180 kilos per hour.
Listen to Julius Malema when he speak. Listening is a skill. People don't want to listen. People, they give them a highest target to say like you must reach this amount of people. And when it's told, they say that you're laughing. This is not a laugh. This is a serious matter. I don't see myself become slave. I know I'm slave to myself like now as we speak. You know, very slave to myself. No. Very, you know, I don't know what's happening. My mind is stuck and it's very challenging. I don't lie. Let me do this. Let's watch the last one. Let's see the last one.
Just a quick question. Mr. Fans, how much is the minimum wage of this country?
So I don't know what the monthly minimum wage is.
You don't know?
I've just been told that that is what I was paid.
Yeah, but you are paying our people 1,800 a month. What nonsense is that?
So you shouldn't work for 4 months.
No, what?
No, this is not a 1,000 per month. You are taking advantage. 1,000 per month. You are playing with our people. You can't pay people 1,000 per month.
What nonsense is that? 1,800. What's that? How much are you paying for water in your home? How much? Tell me. In your rate. Water. Let's go.
I don't pay for water. I pay for water.
Yo, yeah. Go home. How much you pay for electricity? Tell me.
For what? Here at the business or?
No, at home.
Oh, yes, yeah. 4,000.
Okay. Electricity you pay.
At home?
Yeah, at home. You paid 4,000. No, you said 4,000, eh? Okay.
You know, like, why you pay someone money like this? They have the keys to save. I mean to feed, sorry. And you pay him 1,000. You pay someone 1,000 per month. Yeah? Let's listen to this one.
Did not join human rights battles yesterday. That's why I was sent to prison. That's why I was sent to Robben Island. That's why I lived in the cold water. That's why I ate bad food, because I was fighting for human rights. That's why today we have human rights. Don't teach me about human rights. Don't tell me and tell about the safety of my people. I fought for it. I nearly died for it.
Wow. Why are you going to tell people who were there in apartheid fighting for black people's struggle? Fighting for black people's struggle, and you tell them how to treat people? You say, hey, young boy, you from Europe, going to tell me what you are telling me now? I fought this. You say, like, I fought this. You cannot tell me what I went through. I just want to send a message. So you cannot tell me, because I fought this.
I was arrested for it. I was exiled for it. Don't provoke me. Don't talk things that you have studied and you have heard, you have been told about. I've lived this life. I've lived the life of being African. I've lived the life when my mother was called a kitchen girl.
Most of us from there were like, our parents, they were kitchen girls. You know? And I understand very well. Majority of black child, our mothers, they were kitchen girls. My mother was a kitchen boy. My father was a. We all from that. Your father was a garden boy. Your mother was a kitchen girl.
When my father was called a garden boy, I've lived that life. And I'm not going to take any nonsense of somebody who regards me as a garden boy today, because you regard me as a garden boy. You come here, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I sat here, I listened to you. I sat here, I listened to you talking nonsense. Listen.
So listen. People, but we can't always talk about one thing again and again and again and again. Talk about the same thing again and again and again and again and again and again. So like, shut up, shut up, shut up. You make
It's your time to listen. Sit down and listen, young man. Or get out! Or get out! Get out!
did.
Good. I wanted to see the ending, so like they're going to allow to behave that kind of behavior. So my name is MD Nekada. Thanks so much, man, for tuning up. I do the most, man, every day. Stay tuned. Bye.